We got it, we got it, we got it! Optical test in room 01. Which one is... this one? Optical room. Right. You're about to begin the optical test. Start. Motion detection error. How many of the ships exhibited counterclockwise? Test 2. Embedded item recognition. Which item did you see? A bow? You're not ready for auditory test. Please proceed to room 2. Oh wait, there's a terminal here. User ID. Let's get this done first. You're about to begin the auditor test. None of the song resonated with me. Emotive response threshold. You can now start the final stage of the alignment process. Return to the main terminal. Enter the base and start the somatic procedure.
This is Dr. Weber, clinical psychologist. Today is the 19th of February, 1979. 1846 LTC. I've been compelled to implement a 3-stage process to help mitigate this delirium. The first stage is the re-entry chamber, a mandatory step for any personnel returning directly from the canal, though regrettably not all exhibit the requisite discipline. The second stage, which I regard as the most critical, is the anchor. I've repurposed a hall within the Commons to repeatedly present footage of a hollyhock in bloom. Repeatedly watching it grow seems to have a noticeable calming effect, a basic yet apparently necessary comfort. The final step, designated the alignment procedure, is situated within the vestibule. This procedure is reserved for those in advanced states of psychological decline, producing a perceived mental and somatic reset. I shall continue to monitor the effectiveness of each stage. At present, however, these steps seem to be helping to a degree.
All right. What is that? Just reflection. 6185, 6185, 61. Use the interface module to upgrade to security level 2. Module updated. The tapes the others can't see or hear it, but I can feel it. The message is clear. We must be cleansed before we enter the canal. This is time, but we must start the cleansing process now. There are too many contaminants to keep track of. This area has to remain isolated and clean. It must. I can't keep restarting the process. I won't be fully cleansed in time. I think someone else was in here. Maybe while I was sleeping. Did I let them in? I can't remember. I need to protect this space. Some sort of fail-safe code for only my waking self to understand. They're leaving, entering the canal. How can I join them if I'm not clean? One more bath. James, are you okay? Judith, I'm concerned about James. He started to spend a lot of time in this place recently, and now he's locked himself in there. He isn't responding to anybody, and Polly can't override the code. Are you free in the next hour? And then sure thing, I'll meet you at your terminal. We read this. Out for safety, the base on lockdown and travel to the moon surface is not permitted. As long as you're not exhibiting signs of newness, you are free to go anywhere within the base except for the areas designated for quarantine. Please remain distant as much as possible. Feel free to reach out to me via email. That means I have to go back there again. I don't want to. I really don't want to. I really leave the world for the moon surface and access the annex station. I can finally get out of this place. It's so scary, bro.
I'd like to take a moment to express my gratitude to each and every member of PRISM. For your tireless work, your dedication, and your remarkable foresight. I suspect those back home are utterly unprepared for what we shall find. Once the ward is operational, our real work begins, and I look forward to it with great anticipation.
Security clearance required. Please provide security credentials. Waste the interface module above. Wow. Chapter 5. Endure. Where am I? Where exactly am I? The canal. Something significant is happening in the canal. The archive terminal indicates that an emergency echography must be performed. However, I cannot proceed without first upgrading my interface module to security level 3. To do that, I need to reach the annex station and locate the founder's terminal. TL9 detected, unable to administrate. What is that? Oh. Ew. Ew. Wait, is this his room? I really hope so. Probably not. Probably not. What is this? Weird shape.
We came so far. Further than anyone would have expected. This place is proof of our will, our perseverance, our vision. Soon the canal will speak.
Email. Decontamination malfunction. Hi Ken, the automated sensor in decontamination is malfunctioning. It can identify contaminants, but it cannot communicate the chemical formula necessary to sanitize. Until I can get it fixed, we can work around it by manually entering in the chemical formula. I'll put up a sign to inform the rest of the crew that use the main control lab. Woke up in the past again, missing chunks of time. I feel like I need to be somewhere. It's like waking up from a dream I can't remember, and that voice, my voice, together. Okay, keep going. Overflows at 100% capacity. Cistern. This. Overflows flooded, however, something should be accessible. EL9 contamination. I need to find the chemical laboratory and compile a disinfectant myself, since the automated system doesn't appear to be working. I have located the entrance to the founder's office, however, the door terminal is damaged, so I need to find another way in. I must find another way in. Patient has prominent cough and breathing issues, experiencing tightness in his chest, which he says started after a presence visited him yesterday. He also complains of ice pick headaches, floaters in vision, and sensitivity to light, which he has been experiencing for about a month. Communicated concern to Judith Weber regarding Becker's comment about a presence, and submitted a referral for examination after patient recovers from physical symptoms. Becker has been isolated and prescribed something for asthma symptoms. His primary and secondary rotations will be assigned until further notice. Maria's terminal. What does it open to? Opens this door. 2529. Email. I discovered something in the arbor. It is a large animal that does not appear to be alive. I think this is what some of the others saw. You must go and see. Then we need to get it to the main control lab. I went back to the arbor to save as much of the fluids from the dissection as possible, but I had to let most of it soak into the soil. I wish circumstances were more, but I'm grateful to be able to share this moment with you. Maria, this is an absolute marvel. A native being of the moon. Hello team, there's a potential illness going around until we know more. STIPP is in effect. Report at the first sign of any symptoms. Isolate if feeling ill. Wipe down surfaces frequently. Wear provided masks. Visit the lab for cultures to be taken. One of us doctors will always be at the main control lab, so stop by at any time. A sleeping area will be set up for you in a designated isolation zone, and your meals will be delivered for the length of your isolation period. This guy will be conducting recurring surface swabs and used air filter testing. Bio will handle pre-incinerator wastewater analysis. Engineering will be replacing all air filters with high efficiency particulate air filters over the next 48 hours. Reach out to the medical team with any questions. Finding weird door. Doors found. Opening. Please terminate this program. Thing is here. Oh. Oh my god, I can't handle this. I don't play a lot of horror games. I'm not built for this. EL9 solution, disinfect complier, main control lab contamination. Reminder to source new samples for EL9 testing. Oh my, too much information. Oh. Oh. Looks like the chemical laboratory contains all the information and equipment needed to compile an EL9 disinfectant. Once compiled, it should automatically filter over the main control laboratory for decontamination. Okay, this IPA, that's the base, that's for base. Try the third one. Oh, it worked, it worked. 100% effective. Formula assigned to the contamination chamber. Okay, I'm good to go back. Get over here! Oh, we made it, we made it! EL9 detected! Oh, right. Wow, we're inside the lab. Oof. Unidentified remains of unknown animal. General appearance. Large animal deceased, pale flesh, hairless, 2.1 meter length, 3.4, that's height, 3.4 meter length, weight 406 kilogram. The vertebrate animal looks to be one of Mammalia class with 10 limbs. Neck measures 120 centimeter. Examination shows an apple lodged within the long throat, which was probably the cause of death. The digestive system consists of one stomach with 4 compartments. No apple was found in any of the compartments. We have an apple tree, right? Ovaries are present, but no evidence of a uterus or cervix. The mammary glands and internal sex organs suggest it's female, which also suggests potential existence of a male mate. Due to the size of subject, a partial autopsy had to occur at the site of discovery in the arbor, with much of the subject remaining there. Transport of the rest of the subject to the lab has been scheduled for tomorrow. The arbor has been closed off for the time being. Six, 4, 5, 3.
Such sorrow in her eyes. Or is it heartache? How lonely she must have been. I'm here now.
Baby. What's going on? What am I seeing? This is the founder's office. I made it to the founder's office. It's about this level 3 upgrade.
The canal whispers my name, urging me forward. Okay. One final moment. One last glance upon her face before I leave.
Patient arriving in emergency situation. From the canal location, he could not speak clearly and had issue with breathing. His general appearance was alarming, almost as if he was void of moisture. Voice constricted, causing difficulties for IV insertion. Vitals were erratic but stabilized after we administered sedation. Patient has been put into a medically induced coma and is being given fluid and medical intravenous. Spoke with this guy briefly before he was administered sodium. Incident occurred at canal observation experiment at the canal. During setup, went into a trace and walked into the canal. Henry successfully retrieved him via the tether connection. He was in poor condition and had an emaciated appearance. He could not speak coherently and seemed confused. Back at the base, his condition worsened. He was put into a medical-induced coma and given same story. Per the airlock ID log, Kenneth, lead engineer, left the base on his own. On-duty crew is sparse due to loss of life and current illness. No one saw Murphy leave, and he did not inform anyone of his plans. For safety reasons, the base is not on lockdown. Comms have been left on in the path of the event Murphy returns. Yeah, I got William's path. 6453. Use the interface module to upgrade to level 3. Module updated. Media. Entity B recovery. Archive recovery. Is this the big apple tree? It has human hand. A second life form has been discovered. Anatomy was found by Maria in the arbor, already deceased upon recovery. Cause of death appears to be likely resulting from choking on an apple. I see. Our apple choked her. She might have a spouse and a baby, right? That's what we saw in the sewer when we were trying to fix the overflow thing. Diary. A magnificent mammalian, I don't know how to read this, correct me if I'm wrong, specimen, a true being of the moon. She holds so much history in the layers of her mind. The other entity that Henry encountered is still here. I can feel sadness that is not my own. The other entity. The others think they are hallucinations. They are mistaken. They are memories. I slept in the main control lab last night. When it was just me and her, she spoke to me. I know how, I know now. There is no place for us here, not in conventional sense. The canal is the answer. Just a few of us left now. It won't be long until we are all together. It's time to join them before I go on. I must look upon her one last time. Everyone they completely lost their sanity. Oh my. Am I becoming one of them? I am going to the canal. Now that the interface module has been upgraded to security level 3, I can return to the world and access. I need to hurry. I don't want to go back there. I don't want to go to the canal. I want to go back to Earth. All right. Oh. See? Now I'm Lulu.
Don't give up.
I'm nervous. Ever since this chapter, I think even the last chapter, this robot is like, eh. Oh. Bro, can I go all the way back? Where's the other side? There. I see it. Chapter 6, Legacy.